Welcome back to Kovac Enterprises. As you can see, we are working on the Speedracer Mach V. This is going to be part 2 in this series. So we got quite a few things accomplished so far. First off, we've been working on the interior car bucket area, and we'll take some pictures of this better close-ups at the end of this video, but just kind of want to show you we got pretty much everything together with the exception of the door panels and the firewall backrest there, but as you can see, we have the seat belts in on the seats themselves. We have the handbrake, the stick shift, and we just did some little detailing work on the instrument panel as well as the console with various colors, just to kind of bring out a little bit of the detail of the inside of the interior. As you can see over here, we have the homing bird there and for the Speedracer already installed, and yeah. And as far as the steering wheel, the center part there, I did use some of that panel line accent color black to highlight the little individual lettering that's supposed to be on the steering itself from A through G. So that is done. So like I said, we'll have a better picture of it at the end of this series. But that's the so far the interior bucket. So next up on the sprue tree, we went ahead and the original primer was the black magic or the black matte finish from Craftsmart, and then we went ahead and applied the silver sterling from Folkart on the turbine engine, as you can see right there, and then we also did the same thing for the mufflers. And of course, we have the hood prop for the engine right here. We did that in silver sterling as well. And then we come over here. We went ahead and painted the oxygen tank, the kind of like a metallic green. Kind of give us some little extra color there. And then we have some more engine parts here for the right and left side of the engine, also in sterling silver. And our next sprue tree, of course, is what we were talking about before, is the door panels. All of this has been basically hand brushed with the bright red, 2 or 3 coats. And then afterwards we did the future and brushed that onto to seal the paint in and kind of gloss it up a little bit. So that is done now. And what else we got here? This is the I'm going to go ahead and paint this up too as well with some silver sterling. That's for the end of or underneath the chassis, I should say, to fill the holes in where the actual I guess the legs jacks come out of. So we'll go ahead and paint those the silver sterling as well. And of course, then we can't forget the actual chassis we've been working on with the 4 tires. So those are done as well. All 4 tires are snapped in with the disc brakes. And like I said, we had the added the headlights as well. So that is complete. All right. And let's see what else we got here. I know we haven't been talking about the windshield or anything like that. I still have it in a plastic bag so it doesn't get all smudgy and possibly have some fingerprints on it. So, you know, like I said, they gave you the 2 options with the regular windshield and then the kind of the bulletproof aqua canopy. And of course our lens cover headlights that go underneath the car themselves. I'm going to probably end up using the Tamiya yellow. And of course I'm going to paint that on the inside of the underside of the lens covers themselves. So bring out the yellow highlights. So, alright, so stand by. We're going to do a little bit more adding on to the assembly itself, and we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Hey, just a quick note that I forgot to mention earlier. Just want to kind of show you the color palette that I was using for the interior bucket of the Mach V. Of course, I used some of the gray paint for the primer, and then we used the matte black from Craftsmart as well. And then we used the silver sterling from Folk Art. That's that one right there. And then we're back to Craftsmart with the bright red. And then we also used the metallic green as well for some highlights in the interior bucket, as well as some yellow as well. So that was kind of basically my color palette for the interior bucket. So with that being said, here we are with the actual engine that I put together for the before I installed it here in the actual body of the car, because I was watching other people's videos and also the instructions, and everybody seems to agree upon that it's easier to put the engine assembly in the body rather than the chassis itself when you're actually doing the final assembly. So okay, so let's go ahead and kind of get a closer look here. So everything's painted up as well for the engine. All parts are put in place. For the most part, I just again started with the primer of the black matte finish, and then we went ahead with the silver sterling, get a couple brush coats on that, and then we kind of followed up with the panel line accent color black to kind of dirty it up a little bit, bring out some of the details. And we also, like I said, put the firewall or back part of the seat as well. That was part of the engine assembly as well. So that's that. And of course, when I initially put it in here, we actually had to, when we slid it in, we actually had to pull these sides apart so that we could get access to the muffler holes that you see here in the back. So okay, so that's where we're at right now with the Mach V at this point, and we're going to call this part of the part 2 wrap, and we will catch you on the next sequence, which will be part 3. We'll hopefully get everything kind of put together for you, and stay tuned, and we will catch you later, and I hope everybody has a good weekend, and until next time, this is Kovic Enterprises, and we are signing off. So long.